on the hour. Sponsored by Staples.
I'm Wendy Gillette in New York. Monday marks the day when the Treasury Department says the U.S. will default on its bills. So time is ticking after last night's House vote passing legislation to raise the debt ceiling.
Following last night's overwhelmingly bipartisan House vote for the debt ceiling bill, the Senate Majority Leader is aiming for quick movement on his side of the Capitol.
I hope we see nothing even approaching brinksmanship.
Democrat Chuck Schumer says with the House now out for the weekend, any attempt to amend the bill in the Senate risks default.
Time is a luxury the Senate does not have.
He's urging fellow senators to agree to a swift vote on final passage with no changes. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, Washington.
President Biden took a hard fall on stage after a commencement speech in Colorado. The White House says the president is fine. Former President Trump spoke about the fall during a speech in Iowa.
He's at the Air Force Academy. He actually fell down. Well, I hope he wasn't hurt.
The number of missing after a partial building collapse in Davenport, Iowa on Sunday has been revised from 5 to 3. Police Chief Jeff Bladell.
We still had a third unaccountable that we're working with the VA. His name is Daniel Prian. His apartment was also related to the area where we had the collapse in the building.
An alleged serial killer was arrested in Austin.
62-year-old Raul Mesa is being described by Texas law enforcement as the worst of the worst. Convicted of raping and murdering an 8-year-old in 1982, Mesa was released after serving only 11 years of a 30-year sentence. He's now admitted to Austin police to 2 recent murders. Detective Katie Connor.
We have between 8 and 10 cases that kind of fit these similar circumstances.
Mesa was taken into custody Monday. Deputy U.S. Marshal Brandon Fila.
He had a bag with him contained zip ties, duct tape, and a .22 caliber pistol.
Chris Fox for CBS News, Austin.
There's billions of dollars stored on payment apps, but the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says it may not be protected by federal insurance. CBS News correspondent Christopher Cruz reports.
The CFPB says you should transfer your balances to insured banks and credit unions. The agency says the money might not be safe if the company behind the app runs into financial trouble. More than 3/4 of adults in the United States have used a payment app. About 85% of those 18 to 29 have done so.
A winning session for the stock markets. The Dow gained 153 points. The S&P 500 added 41. The Nasdaq finished 165 higher. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.